Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Assalamu alaikum everybody. Enough with toy grade quadcopters. I mean, that's just too many of them. We need something with GPS, something that can carry GoPro 4 camera, something that helps us shoot some quality videos. In this video, we are going to take a look at something like that. This is XK Detect X380. There are too many X's here. Anyway, so this is XK Detect X380, your flying camera quadcopter, and as you can see, that this one actually is a GPS based quadcopter. Now before I open the box, I quickly read. It says 2.4 GHz control, distance more than 1,000 meters. Remember one thing, I have just reviewed two of the XK helicopters, and XK is actually using Futaba authorized SFHSS frequency. With that frequency on a Futaba radio, I have flown actually 4.2 kilometers. But with XK radios, probably with weaker transmission power, well, I believe 1,000 meters is still possible. So once again, 2.4 GHz radio control, more than 1,000 meter distance, GPS positioning, return to home, heading log, 1 key takeoff and land, 30 minutes flight time. 30 minutes flight time. Fail-safe, brushless gimbal. Ooh, I didn't expect the brushless gimbal in there. 1080p HD camera. Ooh, 1080p HD camera. I didn't expect that as well. Barometer height holding. Well, didn't you just say altitude hold? Well, it says head hold anyway. So altitude hold and propellers auto lock. I think they wanted to say self-tightening propellers, not propeller auto lock. Alright, enough talking. Let's bring out the XK Detect 380 and see what's inside the box. Before I lay down the components, I will actually show you how it comes inside the box. We have balance charger, cables, gimbal accessories. I don't think this is a brushless gimbal, wall outlet, plastic propellers. Really? Okay. Inside XK Detect X380, nice and heavy quadcopter, and an XK Futaba authorized SFHS, as you can see here, SFHSS frequency, okay, protocol, and spring-loaded sticks. Both sides is spring-loaded. Not to mention, we have disclaimer and a little user manual. Alright, so far looks like a neat quadcopter to me, but I didn't see brushless gimbal. The motors are 2212 950 kV, made in China. Of course, everything is made in China. It's nice and heavy. Quality-wise, material looks good. It's not actually carbon fiber body. It's kind of plastic colored as carbon fiber. And there is a LiPoly 11.1 volt 5400 milliamp 20C. Nice. 30 minutes flight time, we're gonna see it. So let me prepare it, let me read the user manuals and see how the GPS features work, prepare the gimbal that comes with it, and we will give it a flight next. Okay, so I will do the 1 key takeoff. Press for 3 seconds. Nice and mild takeoff. And Detect 380 holds its position really nicely. So there is no manual mode in this quadcopter. You have to always fly in GPS position hold mode. Wow, GPS position hold on XK Detect 380 is solid and way better than Flying 3D X8. She's a stick to one point in the air. Alright, let's fly it around then and see how she behaves. That means you're on the mercy of GPS position hold mode. Whatever attack angle it allows you, quadcopter will do that. So flight performance actually is pretty impressive. Doesn't allow you much speed, so it's really nice for beginners. climb rate is good enough. And descents are wobble free. Ooh, nice. Alright, so I'll put the back towards me, leave the sticks, and I'll go to headlock mode. Now headlock mode means left is left, right is right, no matter where the head is pointing. Now head pointing to me, so left is left, right is right. Very nice. So I can actually do like this. Hopefully we can all see it. Yaw and control. So the quadcopter is fully in my control. So the headless mode is working perfectly. Turn off the headless mode, and I'll land the quad here to test the auto return to home, because I want to give it much more slack or leverage if the deviation occurs. And take off, one key take off. Nice and good. I will go a little farther here. That's far enough. And activate RTH. I see red light. I like the bright LED on the back. You can easily see all the notifications from quadcopter. Okay, climbed up to 20 meters and she's returning back. While I'm still holding the radio, you can see. Alright. She is back to the point where it should descend now. And starting descending. I'm still holding the radio, you can see. And actually deviation is very little. Impressive. Touchdown. Propellers off. Awesome. It kind of look cool with two eyes in the front and a kind of robotic mouth that opens and swallows the battery in. Oh. Nice. Flying around, always in GPS position hold mode. So this quad you cannot fly indoors. While in Flying 3D you have a manual mode, so you can actually fly it indoors as well. But how this will behave indoors, I have no idea. This is purely an outdoor quadcopter. Not much angle of attack, so having a fixed gimbal you can still get pretty good video footage, I believe. But I'll stick my SJ-Cam 4000, not GoPro, in there. Alright, let's test the one key landing feature. This is a good place to land. Alright, so I'll press this key one time. Hold on, let me bring the quadcopter to someplace nice. And here. So basically, one key takeoff and one key land works perfectly. When flying XKit Detect 380, for sure one thing I'm not worried about is flying time. With Flying 3D X8, I was always worried about flying time. The radio was always giving me warnings for the low voltage. But flying this one, XKit Detect 380, I flew it for 8 or 9 minutes when shooting the first video. And before first video, I flew it for 2-3 minutes to test its features. And then with the camera on board SJ-Cam 4000, I flew it again, and with full throttle I climbed to really high altitude. And it's still, I don't see any low voltage warning. So when it comes to flight times, Flying 3D is a When it comes to the flight time and peace of mind that you don't run out of battery very quick, XK Detect 380 is your best friend here.